Everyone, Mango7 here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7 where we finally get the collab. And it's going to be a little weird for a lot of people because I think a lot of people aren't going to be super unfamiliar with this group of people. We're getting Guilty Gear as the collab, an anime-style fighting game, I believe. As you can probably guess, I'm not exactly a fighting game player, so a lot of these are new to me and I'm not really familiar with the game. That said, my first ever collab in a gacha game was when I was playing Seven Knights, and guess who they got? They got Guilty Gear people, a lot of the same ones there too, so I think that's kind of funny how my current and first ever collab are the same thing. So obviously this is not as exciting as something else for me personally, but I definitely respect that a lot of people are really happy about these characters. And one of them in particular, I actually have an anime figure of, which we'll show you in a little bit. So before we go in, let's take a look here, and I'm sorry if I butcher names and everything, I'm really not familiar with these characters. But we can see here, these are the 4 we're getting. It looks like there's 3 here, but trust me, she's just one. We have over here, Saul, bad guy, good guy. Saul, weirdest name I've ever heard ever. His name is literally Saul Bad Guy. We have Guitar Waifu here. I believe her name is Ino. I'm so sorry. We have Big Boob Lady here that's going to rival Corinne. That I believe is Baiken. I cannot wait to see her walk. I just can't. Like, if you've seen her walk in the game, I did take a lot of look into some of these videos, which I can't show you on stream, but I recommend you taking a look. If you see her walk, it's freaking hilarious, and I can't wait to see how they do it in game. And then we have the one that's probably gonna be the person most people are trying to waifu up right now, and that is Dizzy. Dizzy's, I don't really know the story behind her, but I do know I have her anime figure and I love it to death already, so I knew her from that. Just to get into what we got in Seven Knights, to get that out of the way, we ended up getting Ram Lethal for the people interested in Guilty Gear. We ended up getting Jacko. We got Jam. We got Saul Bad Guy. So Saul Bad Guy must be pretty popular to be in both of these. And we also got Kai Kisk. I'm so sorry, guys. But yeah, those are the ones, and I just wanted to take a look at kind of the background on some of these characters. So Baiken, actually let's go to the personality. Baiken is an aggressive, brash, impulsive, and antisocial person, motivated solely by revenge, wanting to kill that man. Is that actually the name? Is he friends with Saul Bad Guy? She has remained bitter over her family's demise and intensely hates gears. Despite this, she tolerates Anji Mito to a certain extent, and though she dislikes the idea of the Japanese being treated like a special race, she occasionally expresses pride towards her heritage. Baiken also comes off as a masculine, feminine character, and she mentions that she has abandoned her gender. She also accepts the natural consequences of her actions and solemnly consigns herself to damnation for her sins. Oof. Okay, she's kind of nutters. That's what she looks like. I don't know how you're gonna abandon your gender with those things staring at you. I wonder if they have any, let's just seeing if they have any nice effects there, game. I was just seeing if they had any showing of her, final moves or anything. I did see some of her, I don't know what it was called, but it said destroyed at the end on YouTube, and boy oh boy, they looked great. So then there is Ino. Typical mage guitar waifu. So Ino is a sadistic and manipulative woman who seems to act without conscience. Thus, she has no qualms about hurting other people, physically or mentally. Wow, she sounds like Tenebria already. She is dedicated, or so the audience is led to believe, to that man's. Again, this must be Saul Goodman's buddy. Or Saul Badman? I'm not sure anymore. Goals and ideals, to the point where she altered reality at least once to make his objectives possible. So she is literally Tenebria, though it is never entirely made clear what the former are. She is somewhat crude in how she speaks to others, as she is always either cursing, insulting her opponents, or making sexually charged comments. usually using musical reference as double entendres. She's shown to have a masochistic side when her opponent attacks her in erotic ways. Okay. Is that so? Interesting. Yeah, that's about what I expected from somebody that looks like that. These characters definitely have a cool backstory, and it's going to be interesting to see how these clash with the world of Epic 7, because some of these are pretty nutso. This is the one I really wanted to read, because I wanted to read more about Dizzy here. This part right here I just saw. Dizzy is an innocent and pacifist Commander Gear in the Guilty Gear fighting game series. She is technically only 3 years old. I don't think so, game. Later 8, but her body matures at an alarming rate due to her gear cells. The names of Dizzy's wings are Necro and Undine, the angel wing. So cool, like such a great design on this character, and I'll show you the anime figure I bought in just a second here too. And this is why I bought it. I just love the design. With a 3-year existence with most of it spent in a small village in a grove, Dizzy's experience is very limited. She's very gentle, innocent, pure-hearted, and kind to anybody she encounters. I like her personality. However, her immense power and her lack of control only causes her grief, as she sees it as a curse. Reminds me of Elsa. She hates violence with a passion and fears to hurt others. Reminds me of Elsa. Thus, she isolated herself. Are we reading Frozen? The only caused her more sadness, and she constantly longed for human contact. When she got adopted by the jellyfish? Am I reading when she got adopted by the jellyfish? This is ridiculous. She found her family and happiness. Okay. Is that so? So what I gathered from her is she is actually a pacifist and does not like fight or attack others, just from what I read, whereas her 2 wings cause her to destroy, basically. And then we have the star of the show, Saul Bad Guy. Is that so? Oh, he is the main protagonist. That makes a lot of sense. So it says sullen... Oof, this is too long. We'll just read the start. Sullen and unrefined, Saul only speaks to others when absolutely necessary. This is reflected in everything he does, and his fighting moves, while rough and unpolished, are executed with absolute precision. He is known to be rude and impatient towards those that wish to interact with him, whether they are friend or foe. He's also quite stubborn while he is in pursuit of a goal or when he decides to take action regarding certain measures, never allowing the opinions of others to dissuade him once he's made up his mind. Overall, Saul is not a friendly man. He might even say he's a bad guy. Yeah, that's enough reading for him. So this is ridiculous, his name. There's got to be a reason for it. But anyways, this is the anime figure I have. It's in storage right now of Dizzy. I just really loved the design and thought it was so unique for a character to kind of have that going for her. It also has a really high rating. So it's got like a 9.59 out of 10 for average rating, which is like really high for an anime figure. So really cool here. I want to click into some more to show you some more angles, but sometimes they're a little not safe for work. There's some cooler things, like look how cool that is. She's definitely going to be the one to go after, I would say. But yeah, there are 4 characters coming. I don't know if we entirely know how these banners are going to look or anything like that. And I will say a lot of people are going to be disappointed that it's not League of Legends, that it's not Persona. I'm sorry that it's not Final Fantasy, that it's not any other of a billion things you guys wanted. But do know this is a really popular series and just give it a chance. I personally, like I said, I'm not going to lie about it. I'm a little disappointed, especially since I've experienced this already. That's the main thing. I feel like if it was something new, I would have at least had a new experience, you know, but it's already something I'd experienced and I didn't really enjoy them the first time, although we didn't have Dizzy the first time I did it. But I do respect that people love this series, and the hype I see in chat makes me happy enough to enjoy it with you guys. So that's about it for today. Let me know in the comments below what you're hoping for. I think I'm safe to not triple S anything. Like I'm definitely getting everybody, especially Dizzy and especially Psychotic Guitarist, but I am definitely not triple Sing anything, I hope. So have a wonderful day. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and make sure you hit the notification bell because it helps out a lot. I don't say that enough. Have a wonderful day. Bye.